Hello and welcome back to the left side of reality. This is your host as always, Snow the First. Last time, we put together what is effectively the final pieces of the self-powered oxygen machine with one problem. We cannot get it so that there's only carbon dioxide at the top and oxygen at the bottom. The gases keep mixing, which is not good because if the gases mix, it's gonna break the hydrogen generator. So that's gonna be our dilemma for this episode, trying to work out how to fix this before much longer passes. But what do we do? What's our first plan of attack? The Dracos are feeling cramped, which I am not a fan of. I'm not sure why either. Basically what's happening right now. Actually, this right here... This right here... When you say building pipes, how do you mean? Oh, that. Well, in that same vein... Funny enough, it seems here that, okay, these two squares of oxygen are what the problem is. Once those are gone, then we're good. But yes, actually getting the oxygen to the base. Speaking of building pipes, this is insulated. What are we making it out of? We made it out of igneous rock. One of our first clues is to grab this and put it over here. Oh, we have printables. All the excess carbon dioxide's gonna, or hydrogen, is going to go into the anti-entropy thingy. Anti-entropy thermonullifier. Yeah, that's our first destination for the carbon dioxide. You know what? I'll take a snazzy suit. Even if it's not immediately useful, At least it'll be there for any future duplicates. Because I think everyone has... Yeah, all 8 of them are wearing a snazzy suit of some kind, because we got the achievement for it. So that'll just have to wait for whoever the next recruit is going to be. Whenever that happens. Anyways. But yes, the carbon dioxide is going to do that. We cut the liquid pipes, remember? Because the problem with the gas hadn't been solving itself. Should I reconnect it? Alright, cool. These were insulated liquid pipes. Something I do like is that once you build them, that you can just immediately reconnect them like that. Or maybe it's something that's exclusive to how you snip them. Whatever the case is. All it took was a second. So anyway, this is gonna be there. But as for this, getting it to the base itself... How do we get it to the base itself without it being super complicated? Yeah, I was thinking that because the oxygen's gonna come out hot, right? It's gonna need some cooling. Kind of feels like that since the nullifier is already here, we should take advantage of it and just cool the oxygen that way. Which means the ones for here are gonna be made out of radiant pipes. I think the handy thing is that effectively we have the question is, where do we want the oxygen to go exactly? Because one place we might want it to go is here. Have a vent here so that it fuels the suits. And then maybe also drop them off, have other vents in other common living areas, or... Oh! Hey look! It appears to have fixed itself. Pause then. We're gonna look over this blueprint one last time. We're gonna start moving things. First of all, we need to deconstruct this. Second of all, ventilation. Is it ventilation I want? Need to look at the blueprint one last time. Now we need to connect that output. Okay, it's hard to tell because the bridge is in the way, but the way the blueprint is right now. This is supposed to be connected. I think that because that's how the hydrogen gets over here, across the bridge. But it's this next part I'm a little confused by, if I'm understanding this correctly. Yeah, sever the pipe like that. So that it's not connected to the output. And this is the part where I'm not sure what the design is going for, but looking at it, it seems to be up here, up, sideways, like that. Not connected to the output, coming from here. That's the way it looks like on the blueprint. Yeah, the reason we had it the way we had it before is because we wanted to clear it, but now that the equilibrium seems to have been achieved, we should hopefully safely be able to finally start feeding hydrogen to the generator. Yeah, nothing but hydrogen is going in there now. What power cables? And we're getting somewhere. Priority. We do need these pipes built fast. At this point, we can just seal off the area permanently, right? Close off the two sides here. Yeah, automation. The automation is like that. I'm pretty sure I haven't forgotten anything this time. Yeah, that's everything. Let's see, igneous rocks. Don't think we need access to this area anymore, so we can seal it off for good. And last, but certainly not least, figuring out where we want to put the oxygen itself. Okay, you said you wanted the bridge to be one tile left of the... Or you might have been talking about something else. What would be the most efficient way of getting this to the base? Because, unfortunately, this is rather isolated from the rest of the colony. That is our new problem. Okay, but... So over here? Alright. If we want our first stop to be this area over here, we can basically cut down here, over here. No, wait, that would put dirty water there. We don't want that. I almost want a tier run. So much pain, so much effort, and we finally did it. We made the self-powered oxygen machine. If you're sending something over the phone to Tumblr, just know that I can't access Tumblr on my phone right now. It's actually charging because doing all of Canto 4 like I did left it with little battery. It was a miracle it lasted as long as it did. We can hop, skip, and a jump over to this algae over here. Just desperately clawing at every little inch of algae. Oh, more meteor showers. Don't one of our duplicates get a boost from that, actually? We are gonna need to book more tiles under the generators, but we can work that out as we go. The kind of not great thing is that it's nothing but pure abyssalite under here. So it's gonna take a second for the digging to start. Apparently we already let out 1,000 kilograms of oxygen. Anyway, aside from the two that were never going to be possible, super sustainable is still plugging along. Well, the good news, I suppose, is that we got a bunch of some algae and slime out of that. Okay, question. If we aren't destroying this vent, how are we going to begin transporting oxygen? What are we making this out of? Does it even matter? Well, right now it's copper. Copper's fine. So gas element sensor, not gate to the side. I suppose it... So the gas in question being plain old oxygen, I'm assuming. So should I also be building the automation cables while we're at it? Alright, 2 sets. What a bad time for there to be minimal oxygen available in the... Hate that so much. This is the worst possible timing for the majority of the suits to be out of commission. It's kind of mesmerizing to watch, actually. So, what you're saying, are you saying to connect the gas bridge or the valve onto the vent or near the vent, and then start making pipes from there? Just after. So, right, rough about, no, the other way. Like so. Or, no, I had it right the first time. Or... and then start making radiant gas pipes. Does it particularly matter what I make them out of? I mean, Wolframite. What's the temperature? It all seems to be pretty self-contained. We'll say regular gas pipes. Or wait, igneous rock. Since I think there's probably a ton in the area, and that'll make it easier to deliver. This isn't going to be the neatest, but I don't have much of a choice. This area looks like it might be a bit too... Or hang on. Let's not judge too fast. No, that's fine. Back to what I was doing. Oh, so here's a fun fact. Did you know that Masayanella is playing Pizza Tower? Yeah, started it relatively recently. Pro- Probably the funniest thing to come out of that so far. Yeah, it's on stream. Probably the funniest thing to come out of that so far is, you know how during the Gustavo and Brick segment that has the fancy title card for Gustavo and Brick, but for Popino it's just back to that guy. Well, for the art segment after one of the stream that came from, one of the artists drew a picture of, basically drew a picture of Massey with a back to that girl frame. Basically making Massey like just as small. Wait, no, what are we doing? Can it not go past the battery? Well, why is it stopped there? Or hang on. First and foremost, first of all, this. Output number 2 is the only one we can mess with, so I guess that, yeah, that's what we want. Second of all, what's going on with this gas pipe here? That was weird. Let's not go full snake here. Okay, what's our final destination here? The base is down here, but the problem I was going over earlier is that if we aren't careful, I have a question. The point of running the oxygen past the anti-entropy nullifier is to cool it down. Would we not risk heating up the oxygen again if we sent it close to the steam chamber? I suppose I could look at the screenshots. What's the temperature of this area right now? We may not have a later is the problem. Well, we can just start the insulate it from here. Give me 2 seconds to see if my phone is charged. Alright, I'm back. My phone is charged. Back. How many tiles is that? No, wait, I have another landmark. So roughabouts here. No, 1 over. Okay, one thing that sticks out is that I have to clear out this area over here first as well. It'll probably take a hot minute for them to reach it. So I think we have some breathing room to... Roughabouts there. Well, since a lot of duplicants are trapped in the base due to lack of oxygen in the suits, they're gonna work on that first. Bit of a positive to that. Question. Why is the self-powered oxygen machine stopped? It's not the end of the world. We could reconnect the cables to give it another jump start, but what's happening? Another reason we need this connected ASAP. A bit too late to that. They already finished with that general area. In fact, I think now we could make the gas vents for this side. Wow, they work fast. Probably because, like I was saying, it's not like they can... Good thing I stopped where I did. Hang on. I'm lost now. Or, no wait. So something like this, so that when the water comes, it won't flood into the base itself. I guess it's the ceiling part that has me confused. Oh, printables. Please conveniently be more algae. Now I understand. Not really feeling a poach spawn. We already have 2 of them. Fertilizer. I don't even. I'll try one more time. come on. I need sand even less. But I also really don't want to just sit here and keep refreshing. Let's go gambling. At this point, I'll take a hatchling. Why the heck not? Anyway, about that gas pipe. Also, about not letting our duplicates drown because they get trapped in the water. Oof. A big problem right now is how very long the path is for the oxygen. One thought is that we could... One thought is that once we have the initial vent here, we could just repeat the trick and have another gas bridge. A gas bridge here, maybe another over here. Yeah, another over here. Why was this gas vent here? Hang on. Alright, cool. But anyway, have a gas bridge around here, and then another one here. And as for where I want them to go, why do we still have that? We don't need that anymore. That might be the reason why it was having trouble feeding the suits, because a part of the oxygen got distracted, heading off this way. Which isn't to say we don't have a use for the pipe, now that we already have it. Hang on a tick. It did have a purpose. It was to feed the suits over here, back before we made this little setup. But since we already have this pipe infrastructure here, we could take our new oxygen supply, connect it onto here, and then just have the vents over here. I feel like for the left Atmos suits, instead of going to all that trouble, we could save these Atmos suits for when we have the second self-powered oxygen machine. We'll stew on that. For these. Well, whatever the case is, next week on the left side of reality, gas vents. Lots and lots of gas vents. See you all here next week.